I just said, Jay, what about it? Maybe I send this any flag bearer now. Eti Ivan Che Innocent is in the house. Eti yebedin komo your interviews ebi then you are dia kagina so ebeto so live from our studios Gold 90.5 FM. We are live on Facebook Radio Gold 905 FM. Eti yanko okay. Mami bi akasa about Dr. Muhammadu Baumia. Alaska yanko tino.
Bamia de umumana o transfer krankaye because Ghana card yes interchange there or some beden.
Hi guys, Karen Jacqueline here. Today I'm on the streets. I'm in the streets. I'm in town. I'm here to ask the people how they feel about the results of the NPP primaries.
Join my colleague, the minority leader.
Bamia de umumana o transfer krank.
For 2029. But we are president of Ghana.
Because said na yetiti no from say MPP election to kwa niema be sorry ne ade ade no. Ya huni sa.
Emen dear ye me yamum. Ba me nya ne ye me ya kyerɛ sɛ Kennedy omedi president kra. Nanso ye hwɛ niema wa ya ma youth na ɛyɛ. Sɛnea de we ye si no ye MPP from MPP ni pa. Ye be opposition.
Oh, media, MPP, the way the whole 8 years, they can't lie, blah, blah, blah. They go do this, they go do this, they don't do this. So we don't get trust for them. Me and say I'm MPP, my family will be MPP. Now we change our mind. We don't want vote, give them again. So we transfer ourselves to NDC.
Dr. Baumia, winning, no winning, you know. Me NDC ni ba nyamede na me pese kenere Japan ba yes oh yeah Mr. No nonsense no yes ka one people mo obechi watum ba o me I want you tum because ono so oka ho
Onu kwa de obesa we kra.
Okay, yanko yanim na yemfa dwumade into aso 90.5 FM sini inflation for 13 consecutive months. Bosome mako edumiensa etwa so abako krampo free mo inflation a drop it fa figure it to some me yanko yanim anti Ghana's inflation is slow to 3.8%, lowest in nearly 27 years. Na niatiani se si yaka inflation asamwa ubekas inflation eso from but yente niema so na de ade eba ne niema tie so a ene inflation the rate at which eto niema mo no sa figures we na ya na control enti se yemfa ne se otade fon yekitami 1000 Ghana cedis. Se yebetumu a ye the inflation rate no any ane control sa de no. It is obi the inflation rate of 54% ebai. Na sa de 1000 ye tumu a wonim ade ahia de beto so. Obi so ene 3.8 na chese ye betumu kura na eye kuma bi ketua bi na ne tiane sa once upon a time, Ghana a recorded inflation of 1.4%. 1999 under Chairman Rawlings and another NDC government. 1999, Ghana a recorded inflation 1.4% under Chairman Rawlings. Na yaduaduamu ako amahodo so. Ewo abibrem ha ya. Yebehwe se inflation rate no na saying. So August 1999, Ghana recorded 1.4% inflation rate. Then September 1999, wow. Okay, so it was in September, I got 4.4. It is on a trend nearly 27 years ago. Young Kong man so near economists for be nin komotel ye are information a kanyina no ye be hun komo Dr. Prince Obiri Yeboah ewa humane so doc ye mo akwaba eba pampaso Hello, doctor. Hello, doctor. Okay. Enti yene Dr. Obiri Yeboah ebekasa na yahwe how a conversation no ebeko. How a conversation no ebeko. Enti Alaska project is a data we say fato ahoma ne so na efato TV de so na fe yeni sa nkomo no. Aha. Na obi kan inflation about down. But eniema so tie na de ade ba time sisi ane de me amaka ekwan a president and the vice, the chief of staff and an abuafo ekwan a wo de Ghana efa so no under this republic ebisi da under this republic ebisi da sir eniema ebo trend dollar cedi and tokwa na yebeka kire say dollar no baby ada no ene wati free ba form no intense but I'm making this answer intense. Now President John Dramani Mahama and then administration we say no now ade omo ye no since 1992 this fourth republic ever setena no yen share dan hu bi sa okay yen share other countries no saying so inflation rate etie e honom ye be share Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, South Africa, Egypt, Ethiopia, Morocco and Kenya. Eti data no ena eda TV ne so no. So as at December, Nigeria inflation at 12.9%. Cote d'Ivoire is doing 1.5. South Africa is doing 3.5 as of November last year. Egypt at 12.5 as of December. Ethiopia at 9.7 as of December. Morocco at 0.1. Morocco at 0.1. Then Kenya, I have 4.4 last month. Yanko, Dr. Prince, Obiri Yeboah Homaneso, na enin komo. Doc, what me can watching it. Good afternoon, sir.
That would be major so.
Bacho bibi abako de.
About the Daruma, Minia, Yahoya, Namosoya.
Yamia dum, yahoya pa. In economics, you can't inflation, me bacho, and come on, ye.
You mirror, the Dikai, Mamencha, what tea for any other for na. When far so Emma, we should be or Dosson could be reading the moment of love. Say, you can't inflation. The tougher, my bonnet say, a quanya, a near my boy, or my bimu, a course within a certain period of time. And it simply put, a quanya, and I said the rate a near my boy, Nampendo Duana, a near man, Sana, a near man, no, a born, at the day, at the Kosoro. And nona, ya, your friend inflation, here, Cathy inflation period, ya, a yamara, a near my boy, a Kosoro, a Harriso. And near describe on the Sambria, you will media, the inflation, no, quan air Kosoro, that is in the inflation period. And ye can near mana and ya dear barco. The aggregate of all goods and services. And when you determine say inflation there cost and I say but from in simplest term you thought that before we are not cano I then by me say
It was here
for better.
Okay, so Sanima when you are then at the end of the share because you see your inflation, your deflation. To Sanima when you know, then in the coffee buy.
Nti sɛ yɛka inflation a nneɛma a yɛde hwɛ no sɛ ebi a afrɛ sɛ saa mmere a na ɛyɛ the February 2025 sɛ ebi a na wokɔtɔ a tin of milk ada tia baako a sɛn na wosi tɔɔ no nti yɛbɛka sɛ ebi a na ne boɔ ɛyɛ yɛnka no sɛ 10 cedis. Then 1 year down the line, cost 10, the same 10 of milk, no, less than a boy, let's say 11 this year. You because the inflation within the period, no, 10%. Average, that is, at the end of boy, cost by 10%. Inti, when Ghana Statistical Service, of a be so, you were near my own as a base. No more can you now boom at the show woman feed na kyerɛ sɛ consolidatively nneɛma no nyinaa yɛka bɔɔ mu no sei na nneɛma boɔ yɛ den ɛrekɔ soro nti ebɛtumi aka sɛ ebia inflation ɛyɛ 4.3%, but wobɛnya biribi a ne boɔ no akɔ soro boro saa percentage no ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ rate na Ghana Statistical Service ɛde abɛto abɔnten no nyɛ den ɛnyɛ nokorɛ, but consider aduane, the cost of food, you consider the cost of transportation, you consider rent, or consider nneɛma bebree a na yɛden ɛwɔ ɔman no mu ana ɔconsider na waka ne nyinaa bom ansa na ɔde figure na yɛden abɛto abɔnten. Sɛ yɛka deflation so a ɛyɛ period de sɛ nneɛma no boɔ ɛso ate aba fam abɛdu sɛn sɛ anaasɛ the rate of inflation aba fam abɛdu sɛ afei deɛ ɔman no anya ade a yɛto nneɛma boɔ mu biem. Nti sɛ nka ebi a afe sɛ nɛ na milk ɛyɛ 10 cedis a ɛnam sɛ ɔman no yɛtumi abu ɔman no ma nneɛma aba fam nti no ɛna wokɔwura supermarket a na milk boɔ abɛyɛ 9 cedi 50 pesos. Ɛkyerɛ sɛ nneɛma boɔ wɔ ɔman no nom baa na ɛba fam a yɛakɔduru deflationary period. Na wohwɛ Ghana nhyehyɛeɛ mu a wobɛtumi akonya item bi a move into the deflationary period. Anything. So wohwɛ nsesaeɛ a aban yɛɛyɛ a ɔde baayɛ VAT payment ana supermarket foɔ no yɛ den ɛtua anaasɛ Ghana adwumayɛfoɔ ɛtua ɔmo kɔm abɔnte akɔtɔ ade a so wohwɛ the VAT rate na changes bɛɛ mu a na nneɛma no bi wɔ hɔ na wokɔtɔ a consolidatively wotua around 24%. But ɛnam new VAT system a aban de baayɛ no ama dodoɔ na ɛtua the average of 20% or 19%. Asekyerɛ ne sɛ VAT component a na ɛwɔ nneɛma no boɔ soɔ no saa mmere ɛso ate nti wobɛtumi anya item bi a the same period last year na wotɔ no 10 cedis but seesei no wobɛkɔ no ɛyɛ 9 cedi 50 pesos. Ɛkyerɛ sɛ yɛ experience deflation. So these are the major difference and the kwan a nneɛma bɛtumi afa so about two. So general price of goods and service nneɛma kɔ fam sɛ cedi ahoɔden apike ɛnɛ dollar akɔ fam a sɛ yɛtumi de kɔ adwaman so kɔfa nneɛma bebree no aboa ma nneɛma boɔ baa na ɛden ɛba fam wobɛkɔ akɔnya adeɛ bi a afeda saa mmerɛ na asɛ afe atwa mu saa mmerɛ no na boa a yɛtɔn no wode toto nna yi ho a ne boa yɛ den aba fam sɛ watiefoɔ bɛkae a bronya yi mu ɔmu ka bebree sɛ wokɔm edwom na akɔtɔ ɛngo wokɔtɔ akokɔ ɛboa ne ɛtɔn no the year 2024 no wode toto last year no ho a aba fam ne nyinaa yɛ the period a yɛbɛ describe on as a deflation. That is whereby the actual value of the price of goods and service has reduced. Said them the example now, man.
I see.
That's the situation.
I see. Once upon a time, Ghana's inflation equal 54%. Now we are doing 3.8. And with these two figures, actually saying in terms of the economy, then a cover economy now, when the inflation is at 3.8 and now say 54% now, and now actually say economically.
Mira, said the as a Timemufo no te aseɛ sɛ ne yɛne a yɛmpo yɛakɔsua buku no na nteaseɛ no a ɛwɔ hɔ no ne papapa anaasɛ ne kɛseɛ ɛne kwaya Ghanafoɔ fa so dii buronya a ɛtwaa mu no ɛno paa ne the best practical example am de bɛma wo but I must go a step further. Yɛka sɛ inflation yɛ 4.3% ya sɛdeɛ medi ka ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ yɛatete nneɛma boɔ so. But it means that the last year, the now quack or tomac, and our turn on 10 CDs here. I feel quack or tar, a quasra no, a 10 CD 40 pesos. Just a nebono, like increase yabano, a very insignificant. A chess amount opportunity to meet the planet. We are social, memfa items by item, for example. Shagana fa omoto iron ross eni. Yenina teresama omo kan and faso ewo economy no ho ebino no. Yeniama omu si da omo to cement. And the cement boa ayeden aba from a direct benefit of the inflation or good economic management na ayeden. Ye canon. Enti chese eniama boa nan kasese kosoro no. Aban na tima manage system na ma na koye se eniama bo nya den enko soro biem enti first no se wakatua 2000 eniama bebre ne ne wutimi de den it brings a lot of economic benefit and the stability den eba ema adwuma sem standard of living ni na improve ti se obakaya yakodi bro na Ghana Statistical Service de babon say I think more than 350,000 Ghanaians are moving from the abject poverty via Omukomu in the year 2022. No? So, in the year 2022, enemy inflation a course through Bebre, a Pia Ghana for Bebre Kogu, or Hiabubrum, Yaka or Hiabubra, according to we are the World Health Organization, and I say United Nations. Obibia Usika would de 1 day, Usika would survival below $1 no yeka oma ehia omu bebra oka ho enam that stable management of the economy nti enne sankofo na inflation epepa omu sika omunya etise no obinya 1000 Ghana enam sa niema bo koso by 54% enti sika ne nso no enne abana ba manage economy na ama niema be stable the same 1000 Ghana otimi de ton niema bebre nanka first no ontimi nta Oma move from Ohiabubronum, Ama Oma Bedu level Bia, where we are seeing United Omani Kwe. So these are some of the benefits OPK from cement, iron, rods, basic necessity, milk, sugar, Ubo Rama. In fact, farm produce, Dianadia, Yeto, any Yediokrano, and Nebo, cost of food, Abba, and from Bebre. We did say these are the real benefits. For my Ghana.
Okay, it's not just a here. When say inflation now 54%, I mean, it say the economy now is not doing well. Anna,
but it's doing very bad.
Doing very bad. When
Timemu Fosika Omunya Ninano, Sabe, Umu Enya Bikwan fan for savings here, and Nadia Eboa woman.
I see. It is a rate from 3.8. The meaning say and never improve.
And never improve. So we are seeing now. Amaya every they don't worry so much about inflation. And they say, Uma manage year to the extent that say now call a number clear 1 CD. Overcall in 2 years time, mark and board as 1 CD.
Okay.
In Tinia Mamoni and Yama Eco Togo, Eco Digano, Ya Umuba Casa Assembly the Chile. Or maybe inflation ever from and answer a yes stable infrastructure biano, or mine fan and to my pie day, Edifra. Yeboah Bainabaso, Yeboah the Ministry of Finance, Yeboah Bank of Ghana, the economic management team members, Ekoma Faso handle the economy of Ghana within the last 1 year. We can only thank them and pray for God's guidance and wisdom. So the Bayo Michma Twaso, na Umabu Amana Konenim, to say the Yehuno.
You bet me a call. I bet you a call from Krakodusa because per data, Marco Triamba, my bajo. My second data, yene doctor, anyone come on. Now, Morocco is doing 0.1%. Because between data, say, wow. So na kyerɛ sɛ ebetimi akɔ akɔba sɛ yɛn deɛ nkora betimi akɔ fam sa atra yɛn nya figure bi a ebetimi akɔ negative number ma menka ne sa.
So a negative number now could do the differential moment.
Okay.
It means that say enra oko market ana oko to e more na more near 50 Ghana.
Yes.
You see the place now over na about 45 cities.
I see.
That is the meaning.
So that is the deflation level adru no.
Yes.
It's a deal to be 50 cities no.
And kanyema bo be kosro no.
Yes.
And niema so tia na betie e dia matememfo.
Now, Cote d'Ivoire here 1.5%. Nigeria here 12.9. South Africa is doing 3.5. Egypt air 12.5. Ethiopia air 9.7. Morocco 0.1. And Kenya 4.4%. Eti 7 na yetimi twi by no. Senate yeti from the Cassium Bepim Ninkuto, and then Ghana is doing 3.8. Now is no. Yes, so yeah, so President Mahama in recent times, make sure say what team wa your former page, woman on Beshabwa, na advice say a bino on the economy. Say be against aba stability bebum. So far, babia amamona drew Ghana former president 4 years. They say we try 1 year and 1 month. Still, him advice Bernard Bemom economically.
Me a footwa me de bemom ne say the gains na yenya no. They should do all that they can to sustain it. We will say the current level of inflation percentage na 4.3 say the ya. Now for the next 3 years, ejina say ya. President Mahama will exit office as the most efficient and highest performing president in Ghana under the Fourth Republic. As it say, Oba ye bepike akunyano na makabo a na da ho no okono onfa bi nye den emeka ho. So the bia beka ho kra na would to all the predecessors na umaba na ne de no will be the most insignificant figure obey den ubehunu. Ke Ghana for any judge ewo pan obuo ho. So the price of food there, this is the deflation period in my den ache. So if we are able to sustain the dollar, no, say the city, now it reflects in the price of goods and service. Not even as one TBM, but a na. That is all that Ghanaian businessmen and women, any time for then, yes, my prayer is that na me anchor the economic management team, no, ma omunya compressors. Ghana for who say. Nipa ketewa bi ne ade ade no nyinaa ahyɛ wɔ mu nsa na ɔmo nko ani ntumi nkata nyame na ɔmo nsa ntumi nkata nyame ani enti ɔmo nya gyidie ɛwɔ the Ghana cedi no mu na yenya apogbo a yɛbɔ yɛn ho no despite all the effort to abaya put in ama dollar ayɛ stable edu sɛ yɛwura mo anaasɛ adwadifo bi nti ɔmo nneɛma boɔ so a na ɔmo dragi ɔmo feet ɔmo huru sɛ Ghana is the only country that we have. So the economic management team will do their best. But the Ghana for system na emwa. In Jabana and no na against na yentimi sustain no na emfa and transcend into better economic growth and economic development. So we wish them the best of luck in all their endeavors.
My last question, you know, my jaw hono akoni atwaso hanum. Somewhere 6 years ago, as we economist here, now minim say Ghana books no, now nimba bi ana yedenam. It got to a point, ye bane Ghana, war, stena bosiabo, siebe kwamano ne, akwa bisi stena market akobo bisiamba no. Ye see a books no, emunye, ema economy no, ye describing a eco junk status. Now, GDP say a time like this will come. You be for that junk status, no. I'm a Ghana economy, no. I be doing pempens, Obi a can want them.
Very interesting question. I always need say Such challenges na you come no, you be free mo. But I never thought say the president akano. You bet me turn things around within that short period. Said the Yira Mahamane na pam for iron iron. Now me a very positive see bit me free, but I never expected say you bet me turn things around. And to be an economic student, to be able to follow the economy of Ghana without politics would understand. So we share ya be a Mahama Shakunya no. The first 2 months and Yama walk course. Ubekaya dollar course, inflation, you be a course. Then you follow no Omuye BBB. In March 2025, one of the decisions the government took was to reduce the price of treasury bill rate, or they reduce the interest rate on the treasury bills from an average of 25% to 14%. People criticize the government about that decision. And Anna or turning into the dollar management. So whatever gains that they have achieved within the last 1 year, a yet strategic and well articulated steps Anna Uma take here. So I as a Daniel, I can only wish the economic management team the best of luck, because the gains here say I'm so near sustainable. And what I mind be common no. A day insinuation ebeba. Enti me did so my idea na omubetimi amana akoso. But they have done very well, like I said.
Doc, Yaminka ho, yada se Doc, Yaminka ho, yada se All right. Dr. Prince Obiri Yeboah, a economist. Nenka enna ote se yene no adisa komo yi. Ghana's inflation 3.8% in a month of January. Na kese bosumi afina shasiye ene day 4. Na inimse yewura bosumi miensem no na yeka February so de said nso ate. Morocco is doing 0.1%. Meaning say yanso betimi aden akohodom. Now, aban mu mpanimfoɔ ana aban ayehye papa sɛ ɔmanfoɔ ho beto wom. Ne aka ye memi no mienu yen ye koto ade beton. Emfaso bebre no aya na mmoa yen. Ghana fo nim dwadi mamenka, Nigeria fo nim dwadi chen yen. Enti Nigeria fo no ba Ghana for crowd pese omo Nigeria for crowd enye business. Nipa bako lando obi so kwa koto ade. Eno akwa na edi sankomo no. Obo ade no 120 Ghana cedis. Emso nipa rem so oba hampo. O ma 30 Ghana was fabra. Nature ade no nye 120. Ade ba na ton 120. Ete so more than 70%. Aye just ade no. Nature say nye 120. Yen profiteering no aye too much. Nipa eto ade ma wo a opese sade ba ko no otin dan ka wom. Wodi tua dan di tua nsuo di tua bola. Ede ye bibia tua school fees. Yen ni dwasa. So the government, the president, the vice president, any appointees no be make sure say eniema ebema yen ho adwoye no ombe yo de. President mama me kan kire me say me dokura me bonu mo 2 cedis. But me tena se me say ade first na me to me bonu 2 cedis ebe kwa. In business sense no, e say me tena se me say ma me tetum na 2 cedis na me de yen kontem. Eti ade baako wa yire ne bota we so nim se ade baako over 50%, 100%, 120% profit. Sane ya de. Boss HMS abosu tape ma metew in a 5 minutes time no na menu amram na fe ona boba no no so ababeto aso.
Bibria omugina so e ma Ghana fo anto aba amaye no. Amba no omuntimi ye. That is what we should, tackle them on. What you see? They say, "Okay, be is na mahun ni cedi ni dollar, and interest rate bafom, and so and so." And the other sectoral development go to the various sectors. Energy then is your acquire then is your and the Kumasi Accra road is almost impassable. Only choice into what's first row. So many sections now say, oh, I can't now all drive on the road shoulder. Minim so ako and can say also female road no so na shoulder na say you know on our old driver also the kaifa almost impassable after 1 year. You're not doing anything about it. What's over here super highway
expressway.
Asa, I don't know if you interrogate it why would you do that? Yeah, a quano say yes na traffic aba nkro biso. And Coco was the first. And a Cofo, Obi, a quantity fetchery, of diverted quino, and they wouldn't go traffic be any. And ne, and yinem traffic no, a hydro. And ne, Conongo, traffic no ha a hydro. Kibi na a hydro, and some woman a hydro when I could for diverted far, and so much diverted far.
Chairman Sabonsu, were a seasoned politician. It's not making sense to me. We have a personal opinion. I respect him as an elderly person in our society. But politically, on this subject matter, it's not making sense. Politics na kwa dame to ava meboa. Dame to. Otubi ankwara beto kwakwa. Politics akwa dame to. Osai chairman Sambonsu etena swami akonya so buru 20 years. But swami intanche jini run about yanye meboa. Osai chairman Sambonsu was the leader of government business in parliament. He was a majority leader. Before Sana, MP before Unity, Apenyo Makina Abba. What did he do? Say, buying the project to be but say cabinet take a decision. Now I see the bills be called parliament. Now parliament for them Sasha here. Or say chairman samples lay those bills no. Or say chairman sa FO says still the Ashantis are stupid. And to know yanko tra Angel FM Kumase. Yanko tra Boss FM. Yanko radios the TV stations so Kumase. And can chiran crofo say. The current government is not performing. Or say chairman send himself to Asante Fogusu the MPP and ka 2024 election results. And senka or say chairman Sabosu this way nyanza. Say gone are the days. And yet to be radio so two foot rogun crofoni because me MPP ninti assembly abekambiano. Say umeki sense kraminti yo. But sa nano acham. These are the same people. I'm sarando mo Akufoado's government. Akufoado Baumia. I'm failure and they are making U-turn. What the Baumia check of Baumia ba? Or say chairman Sabosu Kumase Swami. Workers our constituents. I demonstration tea out. Abruabo meboa. It got to a point. No say chairman Sabosu to be called a constituency. He's an elderly person. I respect that. But this statement, you bogus. You are not making sense to any ordinary Ghanaian. Maybe I say expressway now, President Mama saw by no. Sabiga also the bed Gigi and microphone phone sase. Yet to Krumha. What call Ashama Kufoda $98 million? I could put there to judges for Makuma could 9. You think your age 1 year change, you know, you're doing Yajuma. Me catch him say, since I could for the president, Togo cramming Koye, Ghana Yaname war. And yenim Ghana books before John Mahama's second term. And on the second coming. Eti men you want to say the Ashantis Epe MPP. Eti lukwa U10 after 1 year. Now ko rebranded Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Now ko radio so to convince the Ashantis. No. Ashantifoɔ left and right. Woman him said nay. Yeah, she was sitting on the two of pa. Hey, Ghana Statistical Service figure how many buy and Akufo-Addo. Whoop Ashantifoɔ he 850,000. And no here bro afa sankrofo no. Wa sankwan yo ka ho asemi. Akufo-Addo betena Ghana konwa so 8 years. Want me anya kwan no. Sa do carriage road na muji sika di ya no. Want me complete that project no. Ama sama stretch of and stretch ya kwan so he ye no. What time and I'm going $750 million. Ebe pass of parliament. Muji sika no montua contractor. John Mahama buy no and obetua contractor ni sika de man say this year by April. Won make sure so be that project no. It was same as supposed to say expressway na John Mahama ba no. It doesn't make sense. It sounds say what the kwakwaji okofa enkrofo sase e omede yafuo obetua compensation etinyensa bi anim entikaze existing rules no enkonye. What did you do? 8 years amaba power no. You were in charge of government business in parliament. You think we are stupid? Me say, I respect you as an elderly person, but on this subject, you are not making sense at all. Not some of us. Me say, you the kind of books are Mudi Ja Ghana, Mudi Ja John Mahama. Yenim the kind of books are running here, Mujibo Sianama D. Akurutinga crowd ya che. This year for bedtime bitum. No mun in kote. Jenim kronua MPP aban bo Ghana. Adentina mo finance minister so ma Ghana. Eko ye yankere nimbate. It is stop that nonsense. Baby Papa can. More presenters are multi radio so and TV so Kumasi. When they come to you, ask them probing questions. Don't just allow them to say certain things and leave. Let them know, sir, we were all in Ghana 8 years now, no. For about 6 to 7 years. Now, no, say Chairman Sabosu, and leader, government business in parliament, no. Let them know, sir, you know your left and right as a presenter or political show host. And we tell one person about radio go to know. Because when Oba, any other Oba Kakrase be a Kasama buying, but maybe some questions. Because me say, Akufo-Addo's 8 years, I didn't even travel to Togo. Eti expressway no ehun hia adaya obi dua na banche obi banche kwan na ekwan 6 lanes no obi banche kwan na de kwakwaje what try say mamu bu krofo dan tugu ye etua compensation esa for Ghana sika $98 million akwa to amana de so gum and then they say Chairman Sabosu Akufo Bawumia ba etu onu nim nyansa ntino wono kire ne esese President Mahama ne disi aban ye na Bawumia de ebeduru honom sabre de oshase ya bebre Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia yebetutu ne tire ho politically Mahmoud Bawumia yebetutu ne tire ho me say yebetutu ne tire ho politically ne nsem bi okika ye Mahmoud Bawumia nsem bi okika ye yebebo the terms amano I mean that Mahmoud Bawumia me say yebetutu no yetutu na ase anoma ensuabro no yebetutu na agya simpie so say okan say oye say tienwie no ne yetutu no hunyina da afei no aye den naked be de besi yenkwaje kratomra afei de ye sha afe na say but let me tell you we are panyini na say okotra radio so ka asem bi na me kwasibu achi tape no be di me ho a men you wadwen say wo ye me wo fa na wo ye me nana politics at said dame to it is on him to dame. Ye tibito kwakwa sound power pumpum. Me bas is here.
Ojam no nanse dia wo jiwani as a confidence level so as a kosro pa I was a manage if it's my friend Mr. K aye
right anyankwanta nti anyankwanta kwana na kofijo oboye no ukodu anyankwanta ha nanka interchange wo what I say that is the ring road anomo ye now they be see back to wenum you have abandoned that never be bria omugina so e ma Ghana for antwaba amaye no that is what we should, tackle them on. What you say? They say, what can be is na when they see the $1 and interest rate buffer and so and so. And the other sectoral development go to the various sectors. Energy, then is your acquire, then is your and the commercial Accra road is almost impassable. Only choice into what's of us. So many sections now say, oh, I can't now drive on the road shoulder. Meaning, so and can say, also female road, no, so now shoulder, and say, on our old driver also the kaifa. Almost impossible after 1 year. You're not doing anything about it. What's the over super highway?
Expressway.
Massa, I don't know. If you interrogate it, why would you do that? Yeah. Ekwano so yes na traffic aba nkroni bi so enkoko was the first and ekofo obi ekwano fetchiri obi divert ekwan no and odu nkoko traffic bi ani ho enne anyinem traffic no ha dwen wo ho enne konongo traffic no ha dwen wo ho kibi na ha dwen wo ho ensawom na ha dwen wo na ekofo divert fa ensawom achi divertify kibiachi befa apadwa ekosi bunsu junction sa diversions na mema ebe straight in kwa na ma ekwan wodi time wodi kwa no so no aye short ekufo ado asate wanwie oba no so wonto aso contractors wa asate adwuma wo wonto amka amba baji judgment debt now the ujato ukoye super express road unim wa calculate agricultural lands emfusasia ode sa kwan kofa so no kofa to pay compensation a kwan cost no calculate awie are saying we should know what is going to be the impact of Sahani road on agricultural productivity and then yes as in say no dia galam say no nyaka no so no ebe ma yaduane adi no so de koye kwan wa bra kwan no bi o ha betima fada sa what the country needs now is not a super highway now diversions no ye ni ebe ma kwan na tere ademu a delays bi ama that's number 1.
Welcome on. Just a quick question.
Well, what's up?
Okay, so the Kotoka International Airport has been changed to Accra International Airport. About to be changed.
Yeah.
Yes. Please, what are your views on that?
I think it's a good idea. I'll support it.
So how's the name change?